Hello and welcome to the first video of this channel. My name is Anya and this is my cat Toast. And well, she's a 5-year-old cat. I am a 28-year-old teacher candidate based in Canada, and I'm currently in my last year of study. This channel is going to follow my writing progress as I attempt to get my manuscript up to scratch to get an agent and then eventually traditionally published. In doing so, I will be posting weekly vlogs in which I will be writing and reading and probably some other things that I will be doing, like baking or cooking or everything like that. It's just going to be sort of slice of life mixed with writing vlogs and sort of my intentionality behind my writing, though I don't really think when I write, I just kind of do it. Which, probably means I'm not that great at it, but we will see. The weekly vlogs will be posted on Saturdays, and hopefully, I'll have a set time and be like consistent with it. But for now, let's just say Saturday. And if I miss one, no, I didn't. There will also be other videos on this channel in which I will be reading my writing out loud. Those videos will consist of either poems that I have written, short stories, as well as I have a long form fiction piece that I am working on that is based on a tabletop RPG game I played with my friends. And I'm just posting that on AO3. So I will read the 2 chapters I have so far, then hopefully more as I write it, and post those here as well. It is more of a for fun project. I never intend to publish it outside of on the internet. So it's not something that I'm like, oh no, if I record it on YouTube, I'll never be able to get a book deal. I will also read snippets from my current drafts just so you can get a vibe of what the draft is and sort of what, I guess, rather what my writing style is like. And hopefully you like it and you stick around and enjoy it. And if you don't, just close the video. I mean, you could comment, but I probably will ignore it. So I have a degree in developmental psychology with a minor in biology, and I am currently in my second degree program in Teachers College in order to become a school teacher. My only formal writing experience is this one creative writing class I took in my last year of my undergraduate, like last year, last semester. And I really kind of half assed it because it was the last semester and I had really bad senioritis and I just wanted to get my degree done. So I don't know if I actually took that much from it, apart from that I really like critique groups. I think it's really fun to edit and get your work looked at. But that's my only really formal writing experience. I have never been published before unless you count this anthology I was published in when I was 15. It was for charity, I wasn't paid, and it was just a bunch of teenagers who posted their writing and got it like published for the local city or whatnot. Um, the writing is not good. At least mine in there is not good because I was 15 when I wrote it, and it sounds like a 15-year-old wrote it because it was written by a 15-year-old. So yeah, I won't be sharing that. And also I don't think you'll be able to find the book anywhere apart from, grandparents' estate sales after they bought it because their teenage grandchild got published in it. So obviously you'll never find it, and hopefully I will never be embarrassed. And if one of you does find it, that would be impressive. It'd be really impressive. So, my main writing project is a paranormal mystery young adult book that is called The Nature of the Beast. It's also called Cass and Cole because for the last 4 years, I have just been calling it by the 2 main characters' names, Cass and Cole. And then this year, I came up with the title, The Nature of the Beast, which is, something you can actually put on a book instead of just Cass and Cole. So if you do hear me referring to it as Cass and Cole and The Nature of the Beast, they are the same thing. It is a story that sort of investigates how generational trauma passes through family members. It delves in on themes of grief, and it also really sort of investigates what it really means to be a family. The story is in the perspective of a 16-year-old girl, and she is traveling with her stepfather, and they are looking for her missing father and his husband. And he's been gone for about 2 years, and all the clues that they have lead them up to Northern Ontario. And in Northern Ontario, that's where she sort of begins to learn about her family background and all these things that her fathers were into before she was, able to form memories and before she was alive and everything like that. So it is really fun. I've been working on it for the last 5 years now. Goodness. And it came to be in a Costco call center when I was working there. So my baby was born in a Costco call center, which, there are worse places for stories to be born. I am currently in the fourth draft of that novel. I'm about 60K words in, second act ish area. And I've been a little stalled on it, which I'm hoping this writing YouTube will make me actually work on it and get it done. I am going to be looking for beta readers after I edit this draft. So if you're interested, maybe keep that in mind. I do aim for this to be done at the end of February, but I really doubt that it will be. I am very busy in January, and I don't know how February is going to work because it's always miserable in February in Canada because it's so dark. But I will do my best to get that done. But here's a snippet from the first chapter. Besides, Xavier was also a biologist, so you would have gotten this spiel regardless of who his husband was. Yeah, but he does genetics and. Cass froze, turning back from the open door to Cole. Was? She repeated. Damn, he muttered under his breath. He reached forward, grabbing her shoulder and giving a light squeeze. I didn't mean anything of it. Cass flinched away from his touch. All the emotions she had about her father's disappearance reared their heads, whispering into her ears and flooding her mind. She tried to keep herself from looking scared, from looking small, from looking like a child, as she whispered, Did you find him in the morgue? No, Cassie, Cole said hurriedly. I didn't find him at the morgue, and there were no buried John Does that matched his description either. A wave of relief washed over Cass for a brief moment before it was replaced with rage. Then why'd you say was? She pushed a finger into his chest, digging it in there hard. It was a slip of the tongue, that's all, he said. He tried to reach out again, but Cass stepped away. It was a pretty shit slip of the tongue, Cole, she said. Anger was better than whatever emotion she was feeling before. Anger was more manageable, more easily directed at other people. Anger had been her friend, like grief had been her enemy, the two always accompanying each other, but walking on separate sides of the road. I also have a variety of other ideas for novels, including romance novels and murder mystery novels and all these types of things. Even a middle grade novel I have an idea for, which because I teach middle grade kids, so I just think it would be fun to have a book they could read. But The Nature of the Beast is my main project, and it's the one I'm going to be working on the most. But you will hear about other stories that I have, like Amongst Thieves, and then most of them are just, they're all called the character names or just something like ridiculous because I am so bad at titles. One story I have is just called Addison because the main character is named Addison. The other one is just like, well, actually, Magical Magnolia is like the middle grade one, so it has like a title, but it would be like, a series of books, kind of like the Magic Tree House. But, anyways, so if you do hear other stories being mentioned, or if you see a clip of me being like, I'm procrastinating on the nature of the beast and this is what I'm working on, um, that's why I have a ton of novel ideas. And I have drafts that I have written that are mostly unfinished for different novels. And I think they're going to be pocket novels. They're probably not going to ever exist, but it's fun. I also have a short story anthology that I'm working on that I will probably post to Substack once I'm happy with it, but it might not be everyone's like cup of tea because it is sort of me investigating my own experiences with the mental health system in Canada and sort of like hospitals and therapists and just like how family and friends, sorry, like interact with you when you are so severely mentally ill. So that might be triggering for some people and it might not be like comfortable to read. So if I do post it, and if I do, it would probably be on Substack. Each place will have like a little trigger warning. Each thing I read and post will have like a little screen before with trigger warnings, just because I don't want to suddenly say something, or like somebody will be listening to this story and then something comes up and it's just they can't deal with it, or it brings back horrible memories or anything like that. I know there are certain things that I like to avoid when I read, and I don't think it's like fair to just throw things at people without giving them warning at first, especially something as severe as mental health. So when I do start posting that, I just please be mindful of like how you sort of interact with the mental health space and the world involving that. It's just it's I write poetry. I'm not great at it. I don't think I'm good at poetry. I frankly think poems are harder than novels, and anybody who disagrees is just probably good at poetry. So good on you. I will probably read a couple poems. I don't write them that often, probably like once every 2 months, but they are fun to write and I do enjoy it. So I will probably post a few of those as well. The baby left. If any of these things sound interesting to you, please subscribe for future updates. I really hope to see you in the next video, and thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.